Hi, this is Asing. You are now watching Asing SL TV. Today we'd like to share 5 examples of applying conditional formatting with formula. For this example, I'm going to highlight the names of which that have not submitted their works. Let's consider the submission status, that is, the values under column C. If the checkbox is unchecked, the link cell has a value of false, while true if it is checked, which means that I'm going to highlight the name if the corresponding cell with a value of false. Let's select the names. At the Home tab, click on Conditional Formatting, click on New Rule, select Use a Formula to determine which cells to format. Then, type the formula under Format Values where this formula is true. Always start with an equal sign. We should always bear in mind that the first selected cell of the range is the active cell, and we should always write formula based on this active cell. In other words, always refer to the corresponding cell correctly. For A2, we should refer to C2. So let's type C2 here. As spoken just now, we want the value that is false. So let's type it here, equal to false. Then click on Format. If you wish to change the field color, at the Field tab, pick a desired color. If you wish to change the font color as well, go to the Font tab. Under Color, select desired one and click on OK. OK again, and the cells will be formatted correctly, and this will be updated automatically based on the status of the checkbox. If you wish to extend the conditional formatting to column B, back to conditional formatting, this time we should click on Manage Rules. Notice that under Applies to, this formula is currently applied to the range A2 up to A11. If we wish to include up to B11, we should change the range accordingly. So I'm going to change A11 to B11. However, when we click on OK, it seems like the formatting went wrong. To understand better, I'm going to take column E to represent the formula that I apply for column A, while column F for the formulas that I apply for column B. So type formula that we applied just now. So we have C2 is equal to false. Press enter, select the cell and drag for the needed rows. This would be fine since all the cells here refer to column C, which is the column that we need. However, when we extend to column B, we should notice that Excel adjusts the column for us automatically, as this is relative reference. In order to ensure that Excel would not change column but only change the row number, we should fix the column C. That means make a $sign in front of C. Now let's drag again. Also extend to column B, and we should have the correct reference as we can see here. With this idea, let's select the first cell that we formatted, then click on Conditional Formatting, Manage Rules, click on Edit. In front of C, make a $sign. Click on OK, OK again, and the cells will now be formatted correctly. For the second example, I have a table that shows correlation between two variables. If I wish to make all empty cells filled with black color, so let's select the cells of the desired range, then go to Conditional Formatting. Also click on New Rule. Again, use a formula to determine which cells to format. Type the formula here. Again, start with equal sign. The active cell that we selected is G2. So we should type G2, and our intention is to find out empty cell. So set equal to empty. Now click on Format, click on Fill. I'm going to make it black. Click on OK, OK again, and all empty cells will now be black in color. We could also apply second rule for the same range. Let's click on Conditional Formatting, click on New Rule. Again, use formula, set equal, and the active cell is G2. I want the value that is equal to 1. Click on Format, change the field color and the font color if needed. Then click on OK. OK again, and the cells will be formatted correctly. For the third example, I'm going to show how to highlight the entire row of the selected cell. Firstly, select the cells that we wish to format. Click on Conditional Formatting. Click on New Rule. Again, use a formula. Let's type the formula. Again, start with equal sign. I'm going to make use of the row function bracket. The active cell is A1. Type it here, A1. Closing parenthesis. And now set equal to the active cell. Use the cell function bracket. The info type that I need here is the row. Type as string, which means that we need quotation marks. And now click on Format. Pick a desired font color and the fill color. Click on OK. OK again. And the row of the selected cell will now be highlighted. However, when we change selection, it seems like the highlight doesn't change. Thus, we have to go to Developer tab. Click on Visual Basic. The current sheet that is example 3, which is sheet 3. Let's double click. From the list of objects, select Worksheet. Make sure we are using selection change. Let's make use of the target variable. So we type it here, target followed by dot calculate. And now back to spreadsheet. Whenever we change the selection, the entire row of the selected cell will be highlighted automatically. For example 4, I wish to make all the days gray out if they are not belongs to this month. So let's select the days. Click on Conditional Formatting. Again, New Rule. Use a formula. Again, start with an equal sign. Since we wish to refer to the month, so let's use the month function. Opening parenthesis. The active cell that is A5. Closing parenthesis. And this must not equal to the month that we selected. Again, use the month function. Opening parenthesis. Since this is in terms of string, not number, which means we have to format the date first. Simply give any day. For example, I use a number 1 as the day because our concern is the month but not the year and day. Use emphasis and now join with this month, that is B2. We should bear in mind that regardless which days, we should always refer to this month, which means that this cell is fixed. Instead of using relative reference, this time we should use absolute reference. And other words, in front of B and 2, make a dollar sign. Then move to the end, another emphasis, and now join with the year. We can simply give any year since we want the month only. End this formula with a closing parenthesis. Then click on Format, pick a desired color, go to the Fill tab, also pick a desired fill color. Click on OK. OK again, and the dates that all of the range will be grayed out automatically, as we can see here. The last example that I'm going to share in this video is I want to highlight the rows for those whose birthday have not passed. So let's select the cells, click on Conditional Formatting, click on New Rule. Again, use a formula. Start with equal sign. We should always refer to column D for the date of birth. I'm going to use the date function to collect the day and the month of the particular person. Since to check whether their birthdays have passed or not, we shouldn't refer to the year component. So for the year, let's take year, opening parenthesis, use the noun function. Remember to include a set of parentheses for the noun function, and now closing parenthesis for the year, make a comma. The second argument is the month, so we should have the month of the corresponding cell, which is always under column D. So we have to make a dollar sign before typing D, and the active cell is A2, which means that we should refer to D2. So type a 2 here, closing parenthesis, make a comma. The last argument is day, so we have the day function bracket, also refer to D2 with column D be fixed, closing parenthesis to end the day function, closing parenthesis to end the date function, and this must be greater in value than today, which is now. Click on Format, select the desired fill color, go to the Font tab, also pick a desired font color, click on OK. OK again for those whose birthdays have not passed are highlighted, as we can see here. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. See you.